Hi everyone, it's Kimberly with Queen Anne Real Estate. I hope you're all staying safe and healthy during this time. And if you're like me, you really missed having your friends and family over, and neighbors. And that's why I've invited my friend and neighbor Frank over to teach us his delicious SmashBurgers. And like me, Frank has lived in this neighborhood for what?
16 years.
16 years, and I've lived in this block and a couple different places, but for 22 years. I'm so blessed to have a fun neighborhood where we all look after each other, especially now. It's really become the forefront of what's important.
Absolutely.
Community.
Love this neighborhood. I mean, we get to see everyone grow up together, and also there are people that live in our neighborhood that went to Queen Anne High School when there was a Queen Anne High School.
I know, I love that. Thanks for coming over.
Yeah.
Thanks for being such a great neighbor. And I'm really excited to get into this. So tell me more about your special SmashBurger.
Yeah, it's similar to like what you've had at Dick's or Loretta's in South Park. It's just a nice, easy burger that you eat and just make, and it's fun to make, it's fun to entertain and have it with friends. A friend of mine, Gavin, he's the one that taught me all of this. He's more of like, he's put his 10,000 hours into making burgers, and I glean a lot of it from him. And so it's just a lot of fun. You can still always go out to a restaurant for burgers, but in these times it's nice to be able to make food for at home for your friends. And this is all a pretty straightforward process, a lot of fun to do, and who doesn't love a burger?
Oh, I know, absolutely. And as we start to invite people over again, this is just a great way to do it. And you don't have to have those giant, burgers that almost need a fork and knife. You can just pop a lot of these back. So let's get into it. What do we need?
Well, we have all the stuff we have for our burgers. A big part of this is prep. And so I feel the most important is the ground beef. So the beef that we have, I get it from Sweetgrass Farms. They're in Lopez Island, and it's a grass-finished beef. It's delicious. It's so much flavor. You know where it comes from.
Right.
And it's just wonderful.
And it's supporting a small farm, right?
Yep, supporting a small farm.
And so now you can get it directly from them? They deliver it?
Correct. They have different packs. You can buy a whole cow if you want, but also you can just buy like a 30 pounds of ground beef or a 30-pound variety pack.
And then we have lettuce and American cheese.
The best.
The only thing really, let's not get fancy here.
No.
A tomato if you want. But tell me about the special sauce, because that's always the special ingredient.
Yeah, the special sauce, that's like the equalizer, whether we're good from great.
Right.
So all of it, they all kind of start from mayo and a little bit of ketchup, and then it just becomes sauce. You can add whatever you want. For mine, I have it with mayo, sour cream, a little bit of mustard, a little bit of ketchup, some pickle juice in there too, just to kind of bump up the acid.
That's awesome. I actually never thought about putting sour cream or pickle juice into my sauce, so definitely doing that now.
Yeah.
Where's the butter come in?
Well, who doesn't want butter? There are some people that even put frozen butter into your burger if you want even more fat. So that's an option, but also I just have it here because I like to melt the butter and then brush it on the buns so you can get that buttery, toasty.
I love it. Okay, so now we get to make the patties.
Yes, now we get to make the patties.
Okay.
So we have about 3/4 of a pound of ground beef here. 80-20 is what you're shooting for. So you want something with a good bit of fat to it where it won't dry out, and a really super juicy burger.
Okay.
And so we're looking for kind of about something a little bit larger than a golf ball.
And no salt, pepper, or anything?
No salt and pepper yet. We're gonna do that when we throw it onto the grill, because if we put the salt on too much, it's gonna start basically changing the texture a little bit. We can get into real sciencey stuff, but we're just save salt for later.
Yeah, I remember when growing up, my dad was always like egg and breadcrumbs and Worcestershire, all this stuff. And now it's like, wait a minute.
I'm sure it's delicious, but now you're just making meatloaf.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
A great burger is really just.
So you want little balls. You can make it like a little hockey puck if you want, whatever, because I mean, ultimately we're just taking that spatula and we're gonna smash it down, and every shape we've made here won't matter.
Oh, and you get the crispy edges.
Tons of crispy edges, lots of
cheese.
Flavor.
So exciting. Okay, so let's head on up to the grill that's been going and hot and ready for us.
We have our grill ready to go. It's at 400 degrees, and let's start getting the buns ready. You're gonna take the buns and butter them on each side. We're gonna place them butter side down on the grill so it can get toasty, some color, warm up a bit. And we're gonna pull off the buns when they're ready to go. And when they're nice and toasty and where you want them, we're gonna pull them off, put a dab of burger sauce on the top bun and a little bit of lettuce, and we're ready to go. And let's get to the burgers. So you put them on the griddle. You hear that sizzle, that just means deliciousness is on its way. Sprinkle a little bit of salt and pepper and smash it down. And you want to have lots of leverage, and you want to spread it out as much as possible so that it's more surface area And I have my second spatula. This is just to add a little bit more leverage, so if you really want to press down. And then just let that keep going for a while, maybe less than 2 minutes to cook. And what you're looking for is when you peek underneath the burger, it's starting to get nice and brown and developing a good crust. Flip it over, and now you can put on our slice of American cheese and just let that run out. And when the cheese is melted and there's a bit of crust on that other side, that means you're ready to go. So again, cooking time less than 3 minutes.
Wow, I am so excited to eat these. Thank you so much for coming and helping me level up my burger game. I think the moral of the story is less is more. I was trying to get too fancy, I think.
Yeah, good burgers, good beef, a really great burger sauce.
That's something I'm going to be playing with and making my signature sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, and having that, you know, really ready to go, and you can just throw on some burgers on the grill for all your neighbors. So I think you should call some people and meet outside and share some of these.
Sounds good.
Okay, so for the full recipe, head on over to SeattleLuxeHomes.com. And I hope you can make some burgers for your first get-together this summer.